First off, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Weber Metals, an Otto Fuchs Aerospace Company. Thank you, Weber Metals. You guys rock. Our centerpiece sponsor is Southern California Edison, so we'll have a little contest for who gets those centerpieces. So thank you, Edison. I'd like to also introduce, and if we could hold off applause until we're done, it's a big long list of some of the folks that are here. That would be great. Attending today is our mayor, Peggy Lemons, Council Member Dr. Tom Hansen. We have Council Member Daryl Hoffmeyer, City Manager John Marino, Assistant City Manager Kevin Chun, former Paramount Mayors Gene Daniels and Lloyd Eichert, and from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the guys that keep us safe, Sergeant Dino Aiello. Paramount Unified School District, we have Board President Linda Garcia and Board Member Vivian Hansen. Some of our government representatives that are here today, representing Senator Ricardo Lara is David Fraunfelter. Representing Assemblyman Anthony Rendon is Veronica Ledesma. And representing Councilwoman Lucille Roybal Allard is Genesis Coronado. And last but certainly not least, representing the Paramount Chamber, our incoming president, Brenda Almos from AppleCare, another company that sponsors a lot of things. Our outgoing Senior Vice President, incoming Senior Vice President, John Tankledge from Maricon Vinegar, another wonderful Paramount company. Outgoing Past President Leonard Crespo, I saw him around here somewhere, from Total Western. Our incoming Treasurer, Dr. Max Martinez. Incoming Vice President, welcome aboard, Ben Berg, Transcom Telecommunications. And incoming Director, Eddie Marquez from Altair Paramount. We also have the Director, Alicia Valadez from Northgate Gonzalez Markets. Director, Bill Kalbakoff from CalMet Services, a guy with a great sense of humor. Director, Chris Rich from Wavefront Technology. And then a new person that's joining, incoming Director, Gloria Gamino from Casa Gamino, a great restaurant that's been here for a long time. Outgoing Ambassador Chair, Anina Brown from Altair Paramount. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Pastor Larry Jameson from the Lifegate Church to do our invocation.
Good morning, everyone. It's a great day to be together again. Let's bow in prayer as we have a great day ahead of us. Lord, thank you for this time. Thank you for the food that you prepared for us. We ask you to bless it, bless our conversations around the table. We ask, God, that you would take care of all the businesses in town. That's what Chamber is all about, is seeing the economy and the businesses grow, which also produce great things that happen here in Paramount. So we give you praise and thanks for all that you're doing. And we ask your blessing upon each and every one, every business, the Chamber, and all that they do to make this a great place to live. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen.
So everybody's here today to help recognize some of the outstanding leaders in the business community and to thank them for everything they do to support the Chamber and economic growth in the city of Paramount. Paramount Chamber is really proud to have the best board members in the region. It's one of the reasons I joined. I mean, I'm on a couple, but this board is just awesome, and they really care a lot about the community. They do a lot of things. And we also have the support of an outstanding group of ambassadors who do all of the legwork. The Paramount Chamber is dedicated to making a difference. They do so, these members of our chamber do so by donating money to sports teams. There's the PEP situation where a lot of money is raised for that. Civic organizations, education. A lot of our board members invest a lot of time serving on committees that help determine the future of education and the local economy in this amazing city. They subsidize chamber operations by sponsoring and supporting fundraisers, and they review budgets, and they help set the chamber policy. It's been a real honor to serve as president and work with these dedicated board members. So please come forward when your name is called and remain here until we take a group photo. Our outgoing Senior Vice President, John Tankledge. Our outgoing Vice President, Brenda Almos. Our outgoing Treasurer, Dr. Max Martinez. And our outgoing past president, Leonard Crespo. So please come on up and we'll take a group photo. And now some of our directors would please come on up. Ben Berg. Paul Dennis is not here today, but we recognize him, as well as Daniel Griffiths, not present. Bill Kalpikoff, please come on up. These are the two funniest guys on the chamber, and they're just amazing. Tony Manos is not here today, unfortunately. He had a surprise trip out to where'd he go, the river? Yeah, so he's not going to make it, but we recognize him. He's an amazing man. Taylor Lindsay is also not present from Lindsay Lumber. Chris Rich, if you're here, please come on up. There he is. Now, this is a cool company. They make these 3D holograms that are incredible. They're pretty neat. Alicia Valadez. Hey, Alicia. And Bill Withers, who's not here. So they're here in spirit. I'd like to mention Taylor Lindsay could not be here today. He's retiring from our board. Taylor served as a board member for 2 years, but between Taylor and Kevin, Lindsay Lumber has been a member of the board for 22 years. Lindsay Lumber has always been a strong supporter of the Paramount Chamber, and their presence on the board will be greatly missed. I'd also like to recognize Bill Winters, who could not be in attendance. Bill recently retired from Altair and the Chamber Board, which he served on for 16 years. He served as president in 04 and 05 and 05 and 06. That's a busy man. Bill helped make the Chamber the great organization that it is today. We're grateful to Bill for his years of support and his commitment to projects that help make Paramount the great city that it is. Bill understood the importance of community outreach, and he loved being a part of Paramount projects that made a difference, like the Paramount Petroleum Learning Center, the Red Cross Initiative, Prepare Paramount, and the annual job fair. Thank you, Bill, for all you've given to the Chamber and the community. We'll miss your constant attention to building a better Paramount. The Chamber is fortunate to have a great working relationship with the city and the Paramount Unified School District. Our relationship is built on communication and trust. Both the city and the school district serve as liaisons to the Chamber Board, where they share information and exchange ideas. For their time and participation at those meetings, we would like to recognize City Manager John Marino and Paramount Unified School District Superintendent Dr. Ruth, who could not be with us today. But we have our own Dr. Ruth here at Paramount. Now we get to the ambassadors. I just don't know what the Chamber would do without these guys, men and women. They support our ribbon cuttings. They deliver the pulse beat. They volunteer a lot of time at the Chamber fundraisers. We really appreciate their hard work, and we thank them for their commitment. So please come forward when your name is called and remain for a quick photo. Our outgoing chair, Anina Brown from Altair Paramount. I gotta get better glasses. Our incoming chair, Matt Wagner from GM Properties. Incoming vice chair, Dr. Linda Timmons from Advocates for Family Unity. Outgoing and incoming secretary, Erika Estudio de Ponce from Wavefront Technology. Ambassador Tim Hickok from Penta Pacific Properties. Ambassador Margaret Alarcon Garcia from the Paramount School District. Ambassador Veronica Sanchez from Sanchez Professional. And Ambassador Luis Ibaez from Funeraria Palacios, Inc. That sounds scary. So now we're going to recognize some of our major sponsors. Today's luncheon allows us to thank our major contributors who sponsor events like the State of the City Address, the Job Fair, the Golf Classic, networking breakfast, poker tournaments. And don't forget the poker tournament's coming up. We need everybody to attend. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great prizes. And even today's awards luncheon. Without their sponsorship, these events could not take place. So please come up when your company's name is called and remain for a group photo. Ace Clearwater. For their sponsorship of the annual poker tournament, golf tournament, and long drive hitter, and numerous ticket auctions. Altair Paramount, sponsor for Paramount State of the City Address, the Paramount Chamber Job Fair, and the Golf Classic Mystery Prize. Come on up. Carlton Forge Works is a major sponsor for the Chamber's annual Golf Classic. Thank you very much, Carlton. You rock. And of course, the guys in blue, Weber Metals and Otto Fuchs Company, for sponsoring today's luncheon, installation luncheon, and awards luncheon, a lot of things. Great company. So we'd like to also recognize our gold sponsors, Apple Care Medical Management, sponsor of the quarterly networking breakfast. CalMet Services, a golf cart sponsor for the Paramount Chamber Golf Classic. Yay. And Dusk to Dawn Urgent Care, major sponsor for the annual poker tournament fundraiser. And last but not least, SC Fuels, another major sponsor for our annual poker tournament. And our bronze sponsors who aren't here, but we'd like to recognize them, and they're here in spirit. City National Bank, sponsor of the Golf Classic prize holes, great bank, and the gas company. They're the centerpiece sponsor for today's State of the City. For the State of the City Address. Thank you, gas company and City National. Yeah, they are bronze. Oh, I missed silver. Sorry. I'm out of here. Silver sponsors. We have Fenico Precision Castings, a sponsor for the Golf Major Raffle Prize, which was a set of tailor-made clubs, bags, and covers. Maricon Vinegar, USA, sponsor for the Paramount Chamber Poker Tournament. Come on up. Northgate Gonzalez Markets, prize sponsor for the annual poker tournament. Southern California Edison, sponsor for the Paramount Chamber Holiday Mixer and centerpieces for today's installation and awards luncheon. Come on up. And last but not least, Transcom Telecommunications, a lunch sponsor for the Paramount Chamber Golf Classic. And if I could please ask all the elected officials or their representatives who have presentations for special recognition awards to please come forward. Our first presentation is for Ambassador of the Year. It's determined by a point system. So ambassadors get points for delivering the pulse beat, helping out at events, soliciting, donating raffle prizes, inviting businesses to join the chamber, and so many other activities throughout the year. The ambassador with the most points, and therefore Ambassador of the Year this year, is Erica Estudio de Ponce. Come on up. And Erica, if you have a few words that you'd like to say. No pressure or anything. Come on.
Right? Hi. First of all, I want to thank Wavefront Technology for giving me the opportunity to participate in an amazing project like being an ambassador for the city. I want to thank the city This is an amazing, amazing place. I was raised and I'm a pirate. I want to thank Peggy and Barbara and the staff for giving me this opportunity, and of course the ambassadors who are amazing. Thank you.
And now for our Award of Excellence. So the nominees for the Award of Excellence come from the community. Nomination form is submitted to the Chamber, and the winner is determined by the Award of Excellence Committee. This year's recipient was nominated for the following reasons. His business success is evidenced by the fact that he is a partner in 84 stores stretching across 3 states. Even though all of these stores keep him busy, he still takes time to participate and supports the Paramount Chamber nonprofits, including sports teams, schools, Pathways Volunteer, hospice, and many, many other organizations. He provides a lot of jobs in the community, and he donates pizzas for all our ribbon cuttings. This year, Award of Excellence goes to Tony Manos, who, again, I'm sorry he's not here, but I know he'd be extremely grateful. He's really, really an awesome guy, and he's involved at so many levels in the Chamber. So, Tony, I know you're here in spirit. I hope you're having fun out at the river. That's you, boss.
Afternoon, everyone. I have the pleasure of presenting the Mayor's Award this year. So the Business of the Year for the Mayor's Award is going to go to Mike Ferraro. Mike grew up in the city of Paramount and has dedicated his career to making his hometown a great place to live. Through his company, Gold Key Development, he has built many high-quality residential and commercial properties in Paramount since the 1980s. Among his projects, Mike has constructed nearly 100 single-family homes. A number of these will be shown on the screen behind me. Mike believes that home ownership should be encouraged in Paramount because when people set down roots, it leads to stability in the community. His latest project is Santa Azul, a residential tract on the west side near the Home Depot that will eventually feature 30 brand new single-family homes. Mike's creativity and finding properties to redevelop in a land-scarce city have greatly benefited the city of Paramount. Big home builders often pass on cities like Paramount because there's just not much open land and it's easier to build on a housing tract in an empty field. But Mike has always been patient and takes the time to find smaller properties in town and bring his vision to life. His approach has often replaced blight in our neighborhoods and has always improved the physical landscape, and while giving our residents beautiful places that they can call home. For his longtime commitment to Paramount, I am happy to name Mike Ferraro as this year's recipient of the Mayor's Award.
I would just like to again say thanks, Peggy. I know I just did that. I'm very flattered and very honored. I will keep this short and say I did grow up here in Paramount, and I love working here in this city, and very proud to say that I grew up here and will continue to keep working here in the future. I am positive. And I'd just like to say thank you, and also to the city staff who has always been really, really good to me and appreciated. All right.
Okay, my last hurrah. So I actually get to present the President's Award. This is not an annual award. It's kind of presented when the president of the chamber kind of feels there's somebody that's, truly awesome for the city and really makes a difference. Some of the criteria are the person is serving the city of Paramount. They've been a member of the chamber for at least 5 years. They've made continual contributions to the community or a variety of other organizations and volunteer their time personally through their business and their personal efforts. These contributions are made without any evidence of personal gain. This person has demonstrated generosity and kindness and a desire to strengthen the community. The recipient of this award has garnered, the respect and admiration of all those familiar with her contributions. I can only tell you, whenever I think of somebody who just loves this city, this is who I think of. Paramount pride, that's all I ever hear. This person has lived in the city for over 46 years, and she's got the blood of Paramount running through her veins. So it's with great pleasure that I present the 2017 President's Award to the person I feel definitely deserves it, and that would be Brenda Almos.
All I think I'm going to say right now is wow. I mean, I'm actually shaking because I actually went up to Peggy and I said, I think there's a typo in the in this. I think my name was put there for some reason. But, you know, I just want to say, I think what Gary said, Paramount does run through my blood. This is an amazing city that I'm proud to have my children raised here. My husband's family's here. My husband's family worked for Carlton for years. I mean, you guys put my husband through school, and, you know, you guys put food on their table every day. And I just want to say thank you to the community. Thank you for this award. It's I'm truly humbled. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Okay, if you guys want to take a seat, we'll be a few minutes before we do the other one. Okay. Thank you. You guys can see we have a tremendous amount of generosity and talent in this community, and I could not be more proud to be serving it than I am today. At this time, we're going to bring up our newly elected officers to take their oath of office. So if you will join me, please. Brenda Olmos will be our new incoming president. John Tankledge with Mark Hahn Vinegar will serve as our senior vice president. Ben Berg with Transcom Telecommunications will serve as vice president. And Dr. Martinez, I don't think we will ever let you move from the office of treasurer. Please come forward. Gary Johnson will, of course, serve as past president. Newly appointed directors who will serve for the next 2 years are Leonard Crespo from Total Western, Bill Kapikoff with CalMet Services, Chris Rich with Wavefront Technology, and although a business in the city of Paramount for, I'm going to say more than 40 years, new to the board of directors, Gloria Gamino from Casa Gamino Restaurant. Daniel Griffith from SC Fuels, Tony Manos from Domino's, and Paul Dennis from Weber Metals will also be serving another year on the board, but they could not be with us here today. But I do believe we have Eddie Marquez, who will be taking over for Altair Paramount. And we have Alicia Valadez from Northgate Market. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear to uphold the bylaws of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce.
I solemnly swear to uphold the bylaws of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce.
And to always keep in mind the goals
And to always keep in mind the goals
and general mission of the Paramount Chamber.
and the general mission of the Paramount Chamber.
When making decisions in a manner
When making decisions in a manner
that sets a good example for the city
that sets a good example for the city
and meets the needs and desires of the chamber membership.
and meet the needs and desires of the Chamber membership.
By the powers invested in me as Secretary of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce, I duly declare you officers and directors of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce. At this time, I want to share a little bit with you about our new incoming president. Brenda Olmos has been a Paramount resident for more than 46 years. She and her husband David have been married for 25 years and have 2 children, Alexa 20 and Noah 16. For the last 10 years, Brenda has been with AppleCare Medical Management and is the current Director of Network and Business Development. AppleCare Medical Management, located in La Palma, is a full-service medical group that contracts with more than 800 primary care physicians and specialists in Los Angeles and Orange County. AppleCare is an advocate of Chamber membership and strong supporter of the Paramount Chamber. In addition to Brenda's participation, they sponsor the Chamber's quarterly networking breakfast and other Chamber projects. Brenda has been a member of the Paramount Chamber Board of Directors since 2005. She has served as a director, a vice president, a senior vice president, and president. In addition to the Chamber Board, Brenda serves as a public safety commissioner for the city of Paramount, is past president of the Pathways Volunteer Hospice, and is a member of the Paramount Rotary Club. Her dedication to service was recently recognized by Downey Mayor Fernando Vasquez when he presented her with the Mayor's Healthy Heart Award. In their leisure time, Brenda and David love spending time with family watching football. Oh God, do we know she loves football. And a lot of Dodger baseball. Brenda looks forward to a successful year for the Chamber. Her goals are to increase membership and awareness about the importance of community involvement for business. Please join me in welcoming our new Chamber President, Brenda Olmos.
Okay, I just have to ask, is there any Packer fans in the house? See, there is somebody. Thank you. I'm not alone in LA loving the Packers. But again, you know what? Thank you. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for allowing me actually to serve as president for this coming year. As Peggy has mentioned, as a resident for more than 45 years, a businesswoman in the healthcare industry for about 28 years, and serving the Chamber for the last 13 years, I can honestly say that the Chamber really plays an important role in my heart and in my life. Another new thing that I actually want to try this year is listening to you guys. You as Chamber members, come to us, talk to us, tell us what's going on. Tell us what's going on in your businesses. You know, we need to educate and let the residents know what's going on. You know, we walk down the streets and we see Weber Metals. You know, hey, what do you guys do? You know, we want to know that, right? And I think if we educate each other, it's going to take us a long way. And I think it's in everyone's best interest that we work together as a team and we prosper as a community. I just really want to thank you all for being here today, and I really look forward to the next coming year. Thank you. So now we have the fun stuff. So if I can have Gary come up, our outgoing president. And we have some presentations for you, great Gary. And at this time, if I can have the elected officials, staff come up as well. Who doesn't love Gary in that blue suit, the little jacket, right? And the glasses, I mean, God. So, Gary, well, I think we'll start with the Chamber award, which is Barbara's holding it. But Gary, my dear friend Gary, what can we say about Gary? There's so much to say about Gary. But Gary, seriously, on behalf of the Chamber and its members, we really, really want to thank you for all the hard work that you've done for us. You are unmatched in your generosity and support for the Chamber and this organization. I mean, it really got to the point sometimes where we felt we were afraid to say what we needed, if we needed something in front of you, because what would happen is if we said, hey, we needed like a light, or we needed a camera or a building sign, guess what? Gary stepped up and he helped us out every time. And there's not much, I think, as a board, our board of directors here, that would even just comment to say, Even when it came to like sports tickets, when we needed to get like a little bit more revenue in, he had some tickets to donate so we can auction for more revenue. So Gary, I consider you my friend, and I really, really look forward to working with you in the next coming year. And I have one word for you that you always say: you're awesome. Thank you, Gary. Yeah.
Well, I'll be short. I just want to congratulate Gary Johnson on behalf of Assemblymember Anthony Randon for everything you've done for the chamber this past year, and not only this past year, but all the years before that. And we have a small resolution. It says Mr. Gary Johnson was elected president of the Paramount Chamber Chamber of Commerce in July of 2016. Whereas Mr. Gary Johnson has been serving as the vice president of ACE Clearwater Inc. for the past 22 years, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson has been instrumental in growing the company's business based throughout qualifying ACE as a direct-to-government supplier, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson has served on the Paramount Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors for the past 5 years and chamber member for past 16 years, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson is an active member of the National Association of Manufacturers, the Manufacturer Institute, the California Medical Coalition, the Precision Metals Forming Industry, and the Society of Manufacturing Engineers, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson has been instrumental in upgrading the environmental control system to all 3 ACE Clearwater facilities, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson has been working closely with the City of Paramount to upgrade and install a state-of-the-art air scrubbing system and environmentally friendly clean lines throughout the operation, and whereas Mr. Gary Johnson is the most proud of his company's record of working with all state agencies to be truly the leading edge of eco-friendly practices, therefore be it resolved by Assemblymember Anthony Randon on this 22nd day of June 2017, and that Mr. Gary Johnson be commended for his dedication to the businesses and community of the City of Paramount and be applauded for his efforts to improve the quality of life for the citizens of California, signed by Speaker Anthony Randon, Assembly District 63. Thank you.
Whereas, thank you very much.
Thanks. Veronica doesn't leave me much else to say, but I'm here on behalf of Congresswoman Lucille Ballard to present Gary with the Certificate of Congressional Recognition in honor and appreciation of your outstanding commitment, exemplary leadership while serving as the 2016-2017 president of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce. We wish you, on behalf of the Congresswoman, I would like to wish you the very best. I know you will continue to be active in the chamber. And once again, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I have to bend down a little bit. I'm David Fraunfelter from State Senator Ricardo Lara's office. We just wanted to congratulate you, Gary, on all of your hard work for the Paramount Chamber and all the work you've done for the city of Paramount. I'm going to be brief. No whereases for me, but thank you for everything you've done, and we know everything's going to work out great for you from the future.
Thank you very much.
I love being in the position where I finally get to give you something because you're always so generous to the community and to the chamber. And I think what you brought to the board of directors more than anything, Gary, is your lightheartedness, and you've taken us all back to the 60s with Far Out. Awesome. Out of sight. You know, so everybody looks forward to those colloquialisms from you at the board, and to the sincerity and love that you bring to our community. And in behalf of the city of Paramount, I have a plaque from you from the city council. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Well, Peggy, I think this is like one of the fastest chamber installations I think we've ever had. Am I right? I heard that. You guys really want to go back to your offices? You don't. So I guess, again, we just want to say thank you all for coming out today. We do want to thank our major sponsors, Weber Metals and Southern California Edison, for the beautiful flowers that we have in the middle of our tables. So before we let everybody go, we always do our little thing of the person who has the birthday closest gets to take the centerpieces home. So we're going to pick the birthday closest to mine, and that's July 7th. So anybody who has a birthday next to July 7th gets to take home the centerpiece. And again, thank you all for coming to our installation today. Have a great day, you guys.